Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Yomi. My name is Yomi. I'm a dual degree student at Brown University in Rhode Island School of Design. This summer I'm studying abroad at Yonsei University, and for today's vlog I'm going to be doing time in my life in Korea. Apparently there's like some famous like K-pop group performing in the street. So I'm walking to the downtown area in Seoul near Yonsei University to find something to eat. So this is the food that I ordered.
Like I really ever can whenever I do like food orders on Twitter and like people source like prices and stuff.
This is Composed Coffee. They have a really good red bean milkshake. So they have Composed coffees everywhere in Korea. Well, a lot of places in Korea. This is their menu. So I'm in a good time to practice my Korean. Hero Korean conversation. I will be using phrases in this book. So I was walking to get dinner and there's this large crowd. Huge crowd. Apparently there's like some famous like K-pop group performing in the street. So it turned out it wasn't a concert, it was a panel, but I left because I'm hungry and I feel really sick and dizzy, and I've been feeling nauseous and sick and dizzy for the last few days. But I'm in a restaurant about to eat. So this is the food I got. Some type of noodles. Plus this, I don't know, this is some type of soup. Pork cutlet, some type of rice, some type of salad, and kimchi. So I'm walking to get food. I don't know what I'm going to eat, but we shall see. It came out within like 2 minutes of me ordering it. The fried rice I got. Taekwondo lesson.
Ignite Iliable.
Steak, pickles, sauce. Honey bread from Mega Coffee. So we got the churros and this guy.
To infinity.
He looks very happy. He looks depressed.
Spring, summer, fall, winter, always solving.
You speak Korean?
Yeah.
But there's a
Walking to get dinner. I just had a midterm today, and hopefully I at least got to C in my Korean class for the midterm. Korean is very hard for me and I have trouble memorizing everything, but I studied a lot and I am thankful that I at least retained some information. That scared me. Whoa. I'm thankful that I retained some information for the exam. And I actually learned a lot and know most of the material. So yeah, super excited for that. Anyways, I've been wanting to go to this Chinese restaurant for like 4 weeks, but I could not figure out how to get inside the restaurant. And then I finally figured out how to get inside, but both times I've went, it has been like closing time. So hopefully it will be open today. Let's not be disappointed. So this is the restaurant, Chinese restaurant, T1. So the lights are on, sorry. So hopefully it's open. We shall see. Yes. I think it's open. So I had no idea this was a fancy restaurant. I've never been in a restaurant like this fancy in my life, besides Sexy Stay Brazil. And like, it's so fancy and has such nice music. And So this is the radish that they provided. Pretty much every Korean restaurant that you go to provides radish for you. So we'll see. This is the mul. So mul is water in Korean. Oh, this isn't water, this is tea. So I'm assuming it's jasmine tea, because a lot of the Chinese restaurants here will give you jasmine tea. But anyways, that's what I was saying before. Korean restaurants, when you ask them for water, they will give you like these cans of water and you can just keep on pouring it yourself. 감사합니다.
Okay.
물 주세요.
물, 예.
감사합니다. Oh look, the chef, he's making something cool. But this is some type of soup that it came with. And I guess this is another type of radish. I ordered this as well. It's some type of Chinese pastry. And this is the fried rice, and this is the jjajangmyeon sauce. And you put the jjajangmyeon sauce, like you put the jjajangmyeon sauce on this, and you eat it like that, and it's super good. So yeah, I'm super excited. So the meal looks very appetizing. Super excited. This is super close to my dorm. It's only 3 minutes away, so I can walk here every day when the restaurant is open. So I'm going to be eating the food now. I'm super excited. I love the jjajangmyeon. It's super hot. But the jasmine tea, it's like it's very good, even though it's not sweet. Jjajangmyeon. So the waiter is so nice. I don't know if this is restaurant standard or nice, but she gave me ice cream. I'm excited to try. So Korean ice cream is like, wow, this is good. Wow. Okay. Best ice cream I've ever tasted in my life. Oh my. The thing about Korean ice cream is it's a lot better than the ice cream we have in America, like the soft serve. At least the 3 different soft serve places I've tried. And I've tried regular ice cream, which a lot of here too. But the soft serve that they have here, even at the McDonald's, it's like a lot more creamy. And it's like more milky, and it's like a lot better. It's so pretty. Wow, look at that. It's so gorgeous. So nice. Ooh. So one thing about Korea is you always have to watch out while you're walking the streets, because there are motorcycles always going everywhere, and they don't really care about passengers and will ride right by you as you saw earlier. So you gotta watch out for that. Yeah. So I'm just headed back to my dorm. So I haven't really been vlogging. So I just woke up like 15 minutes ago, walking to class. I'm gonna be like 3 minutes late. I got a scone. Usually in the morning, I'll go to the cafe and I'll get a muffin. I'm not that hungry though, because the muffins are huge. I can't. So I'm keeping that in there. So I'm with a friend that I met in Korea. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Jino Lee, and I'm Korean. And yeah, that's right.
Korean. Ice cream. Just walking through campus. I think I'm going to go get dinner. Early dinner. Because tonight I am going to a party. So this is Sinchon. This is pretty much where I get my food every day. It's like 20 minutes from my dorm, and it's like right across the street from campus. So this is Sinchon. Usually just walk around and find a place. Of course, they have a lot of traditional like Korean barbecue type restaurants and Korean fried chicken type places, but they also have like some American style restaurants that are based in Korea, like Mom's Touch, and they also have like actual American restaurants like McDonald's and Burger King, but the menus are different because it's more catered to Korean taste buds. So yeah, I don't know what I plan to eat today. I'm not super hungry because I'm getting an early dinner. I've been eating a lot of Chinese food recently, but I did not come to Korea to eat Chinese food. So, which I love Chinese food, but I need to eat Korean food, you know? Which, it's been an interesting adjustment eating a lot of Korean food because I'm not used to it. Because a lot of Korean food is very, very spicy. Solbing is a dessert cafe. It's super, super good. I'll have to vlog in there one day. I've eaten there like 2 or 3 times. Here's a photo booth. So in Korea, like photo booths are big and they're everywhere. So I feel like I should maybe try a Korean place today to try and get my taste buds used to Korean food. So so pretty much like all areas that are downtown Korea like look the same. So if you get off at any subway station and go downtown, you can pretty much find the same type of stuff. Things like there are a lot of photo booths where you go with your friends and you take pictures. There's going to be a lot of restaurants. Yeah, so it's like really interesting how uniform Seoul is. Like you'll see a lot of people riding motorcycles, and like you'll see a lot of older people kind of riding motorcycles too. Here's an escape room. Study cafe. I don't know if this is actually for studying. You can see the graffiti here. So one interesting thing that I've noticed lately is that like right around like my dorm area, there's graffiti that says my name, Yomi, like in many different places. Like I keep on stumbling upon like places that I walk by every day, and new ones keep on popping up. And Yomi like isn't a Korean word or a Korean name. So it's like quite interesting. I'm like, who like wrote this? Because Yomi isn't a Korean word. It's not a Korean name. There's a Korean word Kiyomi, which means cutie. And then there are some Japanese people with the name Kiyomi. And then there are some Chinese people with the nickname Yomi. But there are some Chinese people in Korea and some Japanese, but not many in retrospect. Yeah. And right when I turned the camera off, like just a second ago, like some guy like walked out of a restaurant and he was black, so like I nodded at him because like there's not many black people in Korea. So whenever I see a black person, I was like, oh, they're black, like I wonder where they're from. So he says "ça va" to me, which "ça va" means like how are you in French, which I'm like, why did he say "ça va" to me? Like why would I know what that means unless I speak French, which I do speak French. So luckily when he said "ça va," I started speaking to him in French. And then he's like, oh, je suis du Congo. And he asked me like where I'm from, like he's from Congo. I'm like, I'm from America, I learned French in school. And it was really cool. And then after that I went to go talk to this like really cool Korean guy, and we exchanged like Instagrams. They're playing Lil Nas in this store. I don't think it's open right now, but one thing you'll notice when visiting Korea is they have a lot of like stuff on display which isn't like real. It's like a demonstration like of the food. Yeah, it's like a demonstration of what the food looks like. 안녕하세요. 얼마예요?
아이스크림 앞으로 4,000원, 크림 앞으로 3,000원.
So this is a store. I really like this one. It's about $17. So this is what I got. So I've been advised not to eat street food, but this looks so good. So I'm walking to the subway to go to Gangnam, which will take me like probably an hour to get there. So the party starts at 10, it's already past 10, but ends at 5. And I don't think I'm gonna stay until 5 because that is way too late in the morning. But yeah, if I get there an hour late, like that'll already give people time to get there. So we'll see. So I got off at Seoul. So this is where I'm at right now. There's a CIEE, which is a convenience store chain. Gongcha, which is what I told you before. I kind of like how the camera's wet and the footage looks wet, because that's a big part about being in Korea, is that it rains a lot in the summertime. New friends! Korea!
I restarted mine.
On a Wednesday night or Thursday morning.
Thursday morning.
Thursday morning.
On my way back to the dorm. It's 4:11 and I have class tomorrow at 9. I'm so tired. But I met so many cool people tonight and exchanged Instagrams, and I met like some people who know people that I know from my schools back home. And the interesting thing is, like, wherever I go in Korea, I see people that I met before. So there's like this guy that I met on the street just for like a minute. I was just asking him like of a good restaurant to go to, like if he knew of any good places, and he let me know of something. And then today he walked up to me, like all the way in Gangnam, which is like 20 minutes away. Today he walked up to me and he started talking to me. For some reason he started talking to me. I didn't recognize him though. And then after like midway, like through our conversation, he recognized me. He's like, "Oh yo, aren't you the guy that like asked me for directions?" And then I was like, "Oh yo, I remember." So yeah, just being in the subway, walking down the street in like a whole nother city, like doing all these different things, I'll meet people that I've met before, and it's really interesting. So I was headed with my roommate to Jeju Island with some friends. We drove there for like 45 minutes, taking a huge taxi that fit like 7 of us. We went there, and then 3 of us, we didn't bring our passports because Jeju Island is a part of Korea. So we're like, why do we need to bring our passports?
Makes no sense.
Yeah, it literally doesn't make any sense. So they wouldn't let us on the flight because we didn't have a Korean ID. Either you need a Korean ID or to bring your passport. I showed them a photo of my passport. They said they can't use a photo. So they couldn't use my home university ID, my Yonsei University ID, which Yonsei is in Korea. They could not use a photo of my passport. They could not use my driver's license from the US. They said no American IDs, it has to be Korean ID. I'm like, what? So we had to go back. And now we're taking a flight tomorrow morning while the rest of our friends are literally in the hotel right now. While we're here in the dorm and have to go all the way back. He's very sad.
Can they see me for you? Hey!
He's so sad. Keep him in your prayers. He needs some help. So my roommate and I ordered pizza. So the packaging is pretty nice. We ordered from Hampak. Whatever. Anyways. Opening this. This is what we ordered. We ordered with a sweet potato crust. I don't know what that quite means. I'm gonna try it now. So the pizza is spicy, which is annoying because I can't stand spicy food. Why is the pepperoni pizza spicy? It actually has sweet potato inside of the crust. I thought it'd be like baked into the batter. This is quite interesting. So I'm at a different restaurant. The other one was closed, so I just came here. I've been here before, but I got something a little different. Chopsticks on the side. So, this is what I got. It took like 3 minutes for it to come out after I ordered it. Ooh, I love this. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so we're eating here with some friends. I actually tried going to this restaurant like 4 weeks ago, but I never ended up eating inside. So this is the bad boy. Brian, you. Dennis, he looks sweet. And this is Kevin. And this is Sunghoon. And this is Yejin. Okay. This is Sarah. This is Yejin. They look nice. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at its_Yomi. Thank you.